Well, hello, darlings. This is April Mason here, #1 femininity and dating coach for the successful woman. And fellas, we love the fact that you stay over here learning about what it means to be an asset woman and how to attract one as well too. I know it's a little earlier than normal. I'm like, well, quite a few hours early, but I have some things to do this evening. I have some prior engagement. So I wanted to come and give you my review on Ready to Love episode 5. So before we get started, as you see, I have on my shirt, and you guys have been asking, April, when will it be available? It's the Asset Woman's Nutritional Fact shirt, and on here it says we are feminine, spiritual, resilient, wise, classy, interdependent, resourceful, and sensual. You can't forget the sensual part, honey. You can't forget the sensual part. You can't be all intelligent and all smart, but you ain't got no sexy. You have to have some sexy and some femininity and some girl, and you have to know how to use it. Hey, y'all, I see y'all coming in here. I see a lot of my VIPers coming in. Hey, girl, hey. So stay close, because tomorrow, the day before Thanksgiving, I will be making the announcement of where you can get your shirt, and you will be able to get it at a discounted rate before Black Friday. So if you're in my VIP Academy, if you are in my Asset Women's Network, and if you are on my email list, you'll get it before everyone else. And then I will come and let you guys right here know on this post when it's available, and it'll be you can check it out on my Instagram, my YouTube page, as well as right here on Facebook. So make sure, if you are new to me, go and hit the follow button above. And if you're not following me on YouTube, what's the problem? I'm vlogging, you guys. I'm vlogging about my my raw vegan diet, what I've been vlogging on. I'm getting ready to upload the new video. So make sure you go to April Mason TV and you subscribe, and that you follow right here on Facebook. And you might as well go ahead and join me over there on Instagram as well too. So let's get right into this review. Like I said, I know it's early for you guys, but your girl has some plans this evening, so I can't come at 10 o'clock tonight. All right, so anyway, let's get right into it. Let's jump to Shantae. I love the fact that Shantae showed her vulnerability and that she cried at the end. I love that. And the thing is, she's right. She and I are the same age, and we're in a different space. We don't have time for all of the other stuff, all of the, you know, what you gonna do, picking this and pity that, all of that. We don't do that. We like straight shooters, right? But I think the show, and I say it again, I've been saying it from episode 1, they did her a disservice by having all of those younger men on the show. Yes, we know age and wisdom are not synonymous, but I also know, as a woman who is 43 years old, that older men tend to have more experience a lot of the times. Not doesn't mean that men younger are not mature. Please don't get it twisted. But the type of woman that she is, I could see her with a more distinguished gentleman. You know, I could see her with someone that's, you know, a little bit more settled. You know, he's in his career. He might be retired. I could see that. I could see that. So I understand. And they didn't really have a large selection for her. So that, come on, y'all. Y'all have to do better second season and bring us some grown, mature men that has been through some things. They might have been divorced and they didn't learn from the past divorce, or, you know, they something, you know. Am I making sense? Don't be playing with me talking about I'm 43 looking 35. Girl, you better stop. That's probably why I keep drawing these 28 to 36s like crazy. But I love the fact that she got vulnerable. You know, as a woman, it is hard when you know, he had to sit there and he had to reject her. And I love how he consoled her, though, and let her know that you pretty much, if a lot of women here in Atlanta were like you know, it would be shut down. So I totally understand that. So Shantae, hopefully you find somebody. If you don't, I got an arsenal of men that would definitely be interested in going out. I'm just saying. And they are of age. Okay, girl? Moving on to Tiffany. I got what Tiffany meant and how she was trying to come off, But the way she was texting Alex, sure enough, Alex did not respond and he was not communicative the way he should be. You don't just drop off in the middle of a text. One of the things for me that I have had to learn is to mirror. I mirror a person. This is why in the VIP Academy, I tell our ladies why it's so important to be dating more than one man at a time if you have not been exclusive. Because what will happen is you get so caught up in why he ain't doing this, why he ain't doing that, and all your energy is focused on this man. But yet it goes back to what I say. All his energy is not focused on you. Because the reason why he couldn't get back to her because he was on a date with someone else. But you're sitting at home focused on this one man. I mean, the whole show is proven the April Mason theory. I've been telling y'all this for a long time. People get upset when I say you should be dating multiple people. They get upset. This show put women in a position to vie for one man. It put the women and the men in a position to go after as many as choose which ones they want. That's not the April Mason way. Where my VIP Academies ladies at? I promise you, they will let you know that's not how we do things. So once again, I love the show, and the only reason I'm doing the show is because it's proven what I've been sharing with you guys from day one, from the time I started doing this. It put the women in position to vie after one man, but yet the men are dating other women. Isn't that interesting? So now she's sitting there, no, you didn't doing this, you're not doing that, you're not this. Because once again, when you train a person on what to expect from you, when you get off of that pattern, we notice it. It's very noticeable. And then Alex said, yeah, I made the mistake once, but when I did it again, she responded this way. My thing is, why do it again? Only thing actually Tiffany was doing is responding based upon the pattern, the action, and the words that you trained her on. And fellas, you got to remember, whatever you train a woman on to expect from you, that's what we're going to expect. And as soon as you get off of that, it doesn't mean we're going to respond in an ugly way, but it does mean that we noticed it. Okay? So, ladies, when you're dating more than one, doing what the fellas are doing, collecting data, get it. Matter of fact, I think I got that shirt on today. Y'all remember I did the collecting data, the April Mason dating experiment. When you're collecting information like the fellas are doing, you don't get hung up on one man. You got to join my VIP Academy so you can watch my masterclass on options, the power of 3. You got to watch that. And it's so important, but it's just amazing that the women were not giving multiple choices as far as men that they should be choosing, because once again, men chase, women choose. But they only put the women in position to say, I'm going to sell you on me, which moves me on to Miss Courtney. Why would you bring Aaron, who hasn't shown you anything back from Germany? Why? And then you say, well, maybe I'll bring you something back from everywhere that I go, or maybe until I can bring you with me. Every one of them are selling themselves on these men, and these men are just sitting back choosing. That's not the order of things. Men chase, women choose. Go back and ask your big mama's big mama, big mama. Men would be coming after you all the time. They'll show up at the door, 3 or 4 of them with flowers in their hand, trying to beat out the next one. And then what would happen? The woman would choose which one she would go out with. So the men did the pursuing. They did what they were supposed to do. The woman reciprocated. I heard a story of a woman whose grandmother had to send a Dear John letter when her grandfather proposed. But guess what? She did not stop dating other men during that time. She waited until she got the proposal before she sent the Dear John letter. Okay? So things have actually shifted to where we think we are to be picked like a piece of cotton. I always tell you guys, y'all sitting around waiting to be picked like a piece of cotton. But on this show, it's displaying to you that the men are not sitting around waiting to be picked. They're out here looking for their queen. As women, in my opinion, we should be positioning ourselves to attract different types of men. All the time. Somebody should be hitting on you every time you leave the house. And if they're not, it's something that you're doing. that's causing it not to happen. It's something with your energy. It's something with your face. My daughter calls it a resting bitch face. You might have that syndrome. As a woman, as a feminine woman, somebody should be hitting on you daily. Just saying. Even in the city of Atlanta. So I'm watching it and I'm like, ugh. Like I said, I really don't want to watch the show no more because it's proven what I've been saying, constantly. And these women are, well, if you choose me, what is this? What are we playing? No. What you mean? The only one to me that holds and stands her ground and don't do all that is Shay. She's a little tough, and I can tell she has some stuff going on that she may not be healed from, or because she can be she'd be a little masculine. But I like that she's like, just because Mike is attractive doesn't mean that I'm gonna be willing to have his baby. I have to see what's going on here. I do like that about her. I love that about her. Now, her delivery is not always soft and gentle, but I like that she knows what she wants as a woman. And Mike went over to talk to her to see, wait a minute, let me see, what's going to be the determining factor if I choose you. And she like, well, I may not choose you because if you want children, you might not the one for me. But the women are not put in a position to show that they are doing some vetting too. It's only showing the men doing the vetting. And that's not how it goes. Go back to any old black and white movie, a Marilyn Monroe movie, a Lauren Bacall movie. I love black and white movies, you guys. And you will see, matter of fact, put it like this. Watch this one movie and you'll get what I'm saying. Who is it? Somebody's at my door. Oh, Amazon. They just dropped something off. If you go watch this one movie, you'll get what I mean. 7 Brides for 7 Brothers. It's an old school movie, musical. Go watch that movie. And everything that I'm sharing with you about how men chase women's shoes, you'll get a better understanding. We have been made to believe because there's like what they say, there's 20 women to 1 man in Atlanta. That means nothing to me. Because quantity does not equal quality. A lot of the fellas are having the same issues that the women are having without being able to find quality people. So that really doesn't matter. That more goes for the guy that's not really looking for anything, or the woman who's just want to be, we can go out for breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week, that kind of thing. That's for those people. Those numbers matter for them. I get it. But when you get to the point to where you want something quality, you take your time and you vet people a little bit better, and that by the time you talk about that 10 or 20 to 1, it come down to maybe 2. So all of those numbers, don't let the numbers fool you. That's just for people that's just not really looking for anything. But I like how Shay stood her ground, just maybe not her delivery. Tiffany, I think she should have been dating more than 1 man so that she wouldn't be tripping on old boy. Because what one won't do and step up, I promise you there's somebody that will. But when you are just out here focused on 100% on one person that's not 100% focused on you, and we know he's not 100% focused on her because he chose to go out on a date with Ashley. So she should have chose to go out on a date with Derek, with Keith, with Marcus, with Malcolm, with Chad, with Ari. So I don't think it's showing women really how to choose. It's showing them more how to sit around and wait to be picked. That's what it's showing. So I personally wasn't feeling that. Moving on to who was next? I love Ashley. I like Ashley. I love her fun, spunky personality. I like her. I've liked her from day one. Rita, I think Rita should have went home. They kept Rita anyway. But I think Rita should have went home. But I guess no one really had the romantic interest in Shantae. So it's a possibility with Rita. But Rita, like Mike said, every 3 months she go back to her ex. So she hasn't proven that they're not gonna get back together. And once again, she's showing you that she's not really an open woman. You know, she's kind of, like Mike said last week, he was like, I need some realness from you. I need some realness from you. So I think if somebody can crack the code on her, maybe. But I would have made sure she was, well, I'm not made sure, but I would have probably sent her on a while ago. Those are pretty much my thoughts on it. I love how Uncle Tommy really showed Aaron how to be more honest with women. Okay? I'm really glad that he did that, because Aaron was doing too much and he's growing in this process. So ladies, here's the thing. I was always taught that men grow into love. So a lot of things that they do with the women that they are, you know, they end up messing up, is for their growing purposes. Even on Neo's new album, he has a song called Apology or Apologies. And it's talking about that, you know, and he ended up finally finding his wife. But even the woman that he had kids with, that got her tubes tied and all that, she did all that for him. He still didn't choose her. So with that, darlings, when I watched the show, I was like, this is interesting. This is interesting. But I just feel like they put the women in a position to be vying after one man. He mine. He mine. He mine. But yet the men are saying, I like this one right here, but I am going to go out with this one to check her out. They are doing that. I think the women should be doing the same thing. And for those of you women who have a problem with dating more than 1 minute or going out with more than 1 minute once, that's your problem. Because fellas don't have a problem doing that. And when I say dating, I'm not talking about courtship. I'm talking about if you meet a man today, which is Tuesday, you meet one Wednesday, and let's say you meet one on Friday. You have conversations with them. I think you should go out and to dinner or a movie. And I really don't recommend movies on dates. But I think you should at least go out with him to feel his vibe, to learn a little bit more about him. But if you meet a man on today, and then because you meet one tomorrow, how can you really get to know somebody? Well, what happens if you the one today that you met, when you start talking to him, you find out, well, he was a jerk, but you didn't let these other ones go. Stop giving away your exclusivity and trying to lock people down who have not proven that they deserve to be in your life. Women are notorious for giving up their exclusivity. I can like you a whole hell of a lot, but until you come to me and say, listen, I don't want to see anybody else, I only want it to be us, let's see where this go, I am free to do what I want to do, just like you are free to do what you are going to do, as we see on this show. As you see on the show, the fellas are continuing to date and get to know these women, while the women are sitting back texting, oh, you've been MIA, you know, this, that, and the third. You know, they're doing that. They're doing that. If they had more options, they wouldn't be doing it. Just saying. Thank y'all. Y'all like my shirt. My sweatshirt will be available tomorrow. I promise you. I know I teased y'all last week, but it'll be available tomorrow. And here's the white tee. It comes in the white, and then it has the black one as well with the white. And also, for those asked, will it be available in other colors? The sweatshirt, I think, will also, y'all know my favorite color is what? What y'all see back here? My favorite color is pink. So, of course, you'll be able to get it in that color. But thank you so much for liking my shirt, because it's all about being an asset woman, darlings. But that's really all I have for the review. I'm only watching the show for you guys. And, you know, I'm only because that show, instead of helping, in my opinion, it's showing why the dating scene is the way that it is in Atlanta. And I think people have to start liking people for who they are, not what they have. And we see a lot of that here in Atlanta. We hear a lot of people that say they want one thing, and that's not really what they want, because they haven't been able to see who they are or learn who they are at their core. Find out who you are at your core and what you need, and then from there, embark upon attracting what you need for you. And whatever I told you guys this before, whatever you focus on the most with feeling is what you will attract. So if you keep attracting no good men that don't want anything, it's because you're still holding on to the no good men experiences that you've had. You know, same thing with the fellas. If you keep finding women that are, you know, I think they say they like me for me, but they really don't, then it's not the women that's the problem. It's you. Okay? Of course, like, they need you as a dating coach on a TV show. Well, I would have loved to coach the women with Uncle Tommy, because I would have told him to do something totally different. But I know, because I've done television, I've done reality shows, that there's certain things, you know, you have to, you know, cut and edit, and you got to put some things together to draw an audience. There got to be some level of drama. I get it. But I wish they would have shown the women in another light. Not, like, even, you know, Ashley, when she said, well, I wore these jeans for you and this and that. He ain't said he wore no shirt for me. What you put on for me, baby? What? Because the fellas aren't showing me what they're selling the women on. You know, but the women, they're showing the women selling themselves. And I live by the rule. If you have to sell someone on you, you always have to sell them on why they should keep you. And true enough, we're all in competition. You know, if you feel like you know, when you dating people, when you're in the dating scene, everybody dating, you know, yes, you weighing him against him and this and that and see who fits. I get it. But it should not feel like that. It should feel like I'm going out with you and it's organic. You know, it's organic. Yes, Latoya, they should have had a coach for the women, because they sure had one. They've had one for the men, so they should have had the coach. Maybe next season they'll have a coach for the women, because I can't take it. I couldn't take when Courtney brought him. It got 24 karat gold on it. What? Why would you do that? Why? Why would you do that? What did he bring you back? He took you to Rosie's Cafe to get a cup of coffee. That's up the street from me. Okay? So I get it. I really do. And I know we all want love. We all want someone that's going to be there. And I know you guys, and I'm going to have to do a video about being alone for the holidays. I do one every year, and I'm going to do one this year as well too, because I know this time of year, a lot of people get lonely. And, you know, it can get tough around the holiday times, because you want to have someone booed up. And for those of you to say, you know what, go hang out with your friends and family, that's cool, but there's something different about romantic love. Romantic love can take you to a whole nother place. Be it good or bad. Hopefully we want the good. Okay? But I'll definitely do a video on that. But you guys, that's all I have. And I promise you, tomorrow, you will have information on where you can go and get your sweatshirt, your t-shirt. And yes, for those that ask, does it come in long sleeve? It comes in a long sleeve shirt as well too. I love being alone. Less drama. Catherine, stop playing yourself. No, we weren't even meant to be alone. You said I love being alone. Less drama. You cannot be alone and still not have drama. The fact that you put the comma, y'all know what I say. Stop living in the comma. I love being alone, comma, less drama. It's that less drama part that's more emphasis. You're putting more emphasis on. So you're going to constantly be alone, and you're going to constantly have drama, because you don't have the understanding that I can be in a relationship and not have drama. It's all up to what I put in, what I resonate out. And people got to understand, what's in you is what's going to draw to you. Think about that. You really can't be mad at a lot of times at the people that you're dating and you haven't looked in the mirror. Okay, I see a question. What's the difference between dating options and hanging out for hanging out's sake? Dating options is when you're dating with intention. Period. When you know you're at a certain stage in your life and you want a relationship, you don't just give random people your time. When you're just hanging out, it's like, okay, yeah, let's go get a drink. Yeah, let's go get something to eat. Yes, we can go to the movie. It doesn't mean anything. But when you are intentional, you get tired of randoms and you start valuing who you give your time to. Because you would say, you know what? I'm tired of being alone and I desire an awesome partner. However, I'm only going to entertain men and women that have the potential to be that to me. That's it. That's all. But if you're just hanging out to hang out, it's because you're just hanging out. And people who say, well, I don't know, I'm just doing this and just doing that, I'm going with the flow. They are people that normally in their lives, everything is all in disarray because they have no focus, they have no intention, and they have no strategy or of anything. They have no goal, they have no vision, and they have no focus. So If you just want to hang out to be hanging out to see what happened, then that's fine. Then the people that say that I want to start off being friends first, miss me with the friends first, because fellas get upset when they get friend zoned because you're coming at her as her friend. You can say, you know what, I'm interested in getting to know you on a romantic level, and then build a friendship from there. But at least she knows that you're interested in something more than a friendship. But when you come here talking about I want to be friends first, when a man tells me, April, you know what, I want to be friends first, he'll never get out of the friend zone. I would prefer you to just step to me. This is what I'm looking for. Or even if you don't know what you're looking for, because a lot of times men don't know what they're looking for until they come across it, and it's like, whoa, I wasn't expecting you, but I sure as heck can't let you go either. So ladies, don't get mad when a man can't tell you exactly what he wants, because maybe he might just be out there, you know, just chilling, enjoying life, and he comes across you, and it's like, that's it. And you connect with his spirit. So stop throwing men away that don't know that they can't tell you what they want, but their actions patterns are showing you that they're definitely interested. Because sometimes they just, you don't always know. You don't always know. You know, I'm a man. I'm sitting here and I have a list of everything I want in a woman. He might have a list mentally, but may not be looking for anything until once again he comes across your little fine self, your little fine feminine self, with all your smarts and wit and you're all interdependent and resourceful and classy and all that stuff. And say, the buck stops here for me. I wasn't looking for nothing. She caught me off guard. That was it. She caught me off guard. I wasn't looking for nothing, and that was it. You know, so to the person that asked the question, the difference in between the two is, one, you are dating you're intentionally dating, and everybody doesn't get your time. And the other, hanging out, means I got you Rolodex, and I can just go through my phone and pick anybody that out because I want to eat today, or I want somebody to go to a concert with. I'm not really looking for anything. I just want some companionship to go do different things with, have a little fun, and that's it. That's the difference. So, love you guys. Have a great day. And once again, I will be giving you information on the shirt tomorrow. All right? Bye-bye.